Before I get started playing chess tonight, I want to say a prayer for the dying GOP. Their party is dead. Republicans simply cannot accept that the Republican Party is finished. Dems are trying to solve the problem on the border. Trump says no. Don't give Biden a win. How does anyone on the right wear this? Even the most willfully ignorant has to see that this is messed up. Democrats are bending over backwards to achieve a result. For all the screaming about open borders and how Biden is not trying to fix it, yes, he is. Yes, he is. And the guy who is actually trying to do the fixing, they are going to impeach Mayorkas. It's crazy. Democrats are giving Republicans concessions they never would have made 2 years ago. No, they are not taking care of the dreamers. There is no path to citizenship. Basically, the Democrats are giving Republicans everything they wanted, and Trump says, no, that's not what we want. So they make up some shit that they don't even believe in. Because this is all they have to run on. And Trump knows it. Senator Langford of Oklahoma is leading the Republicans like 3 on that side. And it's Speaker Johnson has already said it's DOA in the House. They aren't going to pass it. They said Biden's not doing anything. Biden's doing something. Biden's not doing enough. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with these people? Senator Langford could become legendary. Literally. Profiles in courage. Maybe Liz Cheney will join him. You believe this? Liberals and moderates are dumbfounded. This is the part that, trust me, this is going to piss a lot of people off. Liberals and moderates are dumbfounded. That means they can't figure out what's going on with people who are perpetually confused. Perpetually means always. Look, I'm sorry for you, but you have a choice. You can get mad because I'm implying, that means saying, I'm saying, more than implying, you weren't very bright. What am I supposed to do? Assume you have a clue about words that you can't spell and what they mean? I'm tired of this shit. I've had enough of everything on the right. I'm tired of it. I've had it. I've had enough. All my life, this batch of right-wing nut jobs has been trying to push this country over a cliff. They didn't even know what they want. They never have. I grew up in the 60s. There were a lot of right-wing nut jobs in Texas in the 60s. Trust me. There was a guy named H.L. Hunt who had more money than God. He was an oil man. Look up, I think it was called Lifeline. The Monitor radio. It was, AM radio was sports and nuts job. Then along came Reagan, and that wasn't enough. He wasn't Reagan enough. He wasn't conservative enough. So they built this myth that Reagan was this right-wing nut job just like they were. But he wasn't. He wouldn't even be elected now. He probably would not run. I couldn't stand Reagan. He's better than anybody that they've got now. Anybody. That's just crazy. And then there was Newt. Newt Gingrich said, don't do anything. Stop everything. And this is the way to win. No, it's not. It's never a way. You gotta be kidding. That's not a way to win. You have to actually do something. Don't you think they would have found this out in the past year when it was the worst Congress ever? They didn't do anything. I think they passed 29 bills all year. Just unbelievable. They spent more time fighting each other than they did passing legislation. I'm talking about the House. The Senate, well, the Senate didn't do anything, but that's because the Senate is really messed up. Okay? It really is. And I'm saying messed up because, I don't know, maybe my mother will watch this one day. But believe me, GOP is fucked up. Beyond recognition. Wait, isn't that called FUBAR? In fact, why don't we just spell GOP FUBAR? Because it is fucked up beyond all recognition. They'll never get it back the way it was. They just can't. First of all, half of the Republican Party hates the other half. Even if they were sitting on the beach singing beer songs, they couldn't win elections because they've lost the independents. They've lost the suburbs. They've lost women. Do you see who goes to Trump rallies now? They're people my age. The whole party is over 65. You can't win that way. Don't trust the media, okay? I hate saying that. I sound like Trump, but the media has a different agenda from you and me. The media wants a horse race. They want it to be close. It's not going to be close. It's going to be a landslide. It's going to be a clobber. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a left-wing liberal. I'm saying it because of numbers. The math, it just doesn't add up. When 40% in New Hampshire voted against Trump, they didn't vote for Nikki Haley. Trust me, they voted against Trump. 2% of Iowans voted for Trump. 1/3 of the people who came out in that right-wing nut job of a state voted against Trump. And I'm sorry, if you don't want me calling you right-wing nut jobs, do something about it. Be something besides. People tell me all the time, if you're going to do this channel, you need to reach out to Republicans. I am, but I'm not reaching out to the right-wing nut jobs. Okay? Got nothing for you. As far as I'm concerned, go back under the rocks from which you came. Because I'm sick of you. And there is an awful lot of moderate Americans, independents, suburban women, even your own party is sick of you. And we're all wondering, when are you going to come back? You're not. And sometime in the future, Republican politicians are just going to have to accept that their party isn't going to come back for a long, long time. Not one cycle, because this has been coming for a long time. Conservatism does not work. It never has. So if you're a conservative, tell me when it was successful. Tell me the deregulation that's worked. Because I lived through the savings and loan. I lived through Enron. I lived through the housing crash of 2008. Your shit don't work. That's how you got Trump, because you had nothing else. You had Sarah Palin. That was your go-to. And you've been on this path ever since. The Tea Party was crap. You don't know that on the right. You don't know that because nobody ever told you that the Tea Party was total crap. Americans for Prosperity, fully funded by the Kochs and their organization, who has, if you want to blame anybody for overturning Roe v. Wade, look there. They didn't care about women and pregnancy and all that. It was just a way to get power. This has got to stop. And I'm putting my foot down right now. This channel is going to be welcoming to everyone. But if you come in here spouting that Trump shit, well, you're going to get it. You're going to be ridiculed because you're stupid or you're evil. Which one? Because if there's one thing that all of us on the other side of the line from you crazy fucks, we want to know, are you crazy or are you evil? You get to answer that. I'm not going to. I'm not going to say one way or the other. It's up to you. You decide. Are you crazy or are you evil? There is no other answer. Biden won the election. There is no other answer. Trump is a loser. He's an idiot. He is a fraud. And you idiots are following him over the cliff. What are you Republican politicians supposed to do? Say no and lose? Or say yes and lose? Kind of messed up, isn't it? Okay. That's it. I've had it. All right. Let's go play some chess.